Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. The topic of our meditation today is listen. So thanks for joining me. And let's offer this time to all sentient beings, to nature, to all human beings, for the betterment and for the peace of all beings. So as always, let's just be still. Don't worry about meditating. This is not about any technique, but just being still. And if possible, in this time, let's set aside the past, what we wished we'd done or wished we hadn't done. Let's set aside our worries and our dreams for the future. And in the present, let's set aside any stories we have within us created to define who we are, who we wish we were, or how we should act or shouldn't act, just for this short time. Just be still and empty, empty, empty. And in this stillness, let's recognize that before we know any other knowledge, before the thought that we must use to function in this world, before any of that knowledge, we know one fundamental thing: I am. We know we exist. We are aware of our existence. This is our primary, most basic, foundational knowing. We are self-aware. We are self-knowing, self-luminous. This is the portal to meeting the infinite consciousness that some call God. The I am, self-aware, self-knowing, self-luminous consciousness from which all things arise. The original, ever-present I amness. We are not separate, cannot be separate from the consciousness from which we arise and are part. We are not two, but one. We have, for this time on the planet, put on our time and space clothing. But what we are clothing is our infinite, eternal I amness, awareness, being. This being, this field of knowing, existed before our birth and will continue after our departure from this time and space dimension. This is who we are. And it's from this place we can understand what we can mean by listen. Many of us have been taught to pray. There are many forms of prayer. I know in my own upbringing I was taught to pray and ask for certain things. Ask God for this or for that and bow in gratitude to God. I think that's a beautiful thing. Many are taught a form of meditation. Some have very formalized prayers. There are many ways we seek to reach out, to connect with the consciousness from which we arise. For me, the deepest and most simple prayer begins with a surrender and an honoring of the wordless, unimaginable I amness from which we arise. For me, it begins with gratitude for life. And because I believe we are not separate from this consciousness, then it's wise for us to tune in and listen. Our hearts, by nature, long for connection, long for an understanding of who we are. For me, the ears of listening to the God of all things are our heart and our connection with our own I amness, the portal to connect with the infinite. That portal is opened by what we are doing right now. Just be still. Listen not with your ears. See not with your eyes, but listen with your heart to the still small voice of infinite love, eternal peace. That is the nature of I am. Beneath the thought, beneath the time and space to and fro that is our necessary life, there is a ground of being accessed by our longing heart, our open heart, the field of love from which we arise exists within each one of us. That is the field of listening. And no matter where we are, walking in nature, going to work, shopping in a supermarket, whatever we are doing and the activity of our mind, beneath that activity is ever present peace, love, being. That is our greatest gift. For me, the simplest beginning and opening of the heart is to surrender. To surrender control over who I am and my value and my highest path. When we surrender, we open ourselves to the real possibility of listening, what we hear when we listen with our heart may not be logical messages of understanding, but the felt experience of our infinite nature, the felt experience of being safe, loved, interconnected with all that is. From that place, we are more likely to make good decisions in our time and space clothes. Our time and space activities are precious, important, and fundamental, but they are best guided by the felt sense of who we truly are. So I commend to you listen with your heart. Allow yourself to experience the still, small voice, heart, love of God. As always, pause this recording for as long as you like. Just be still. Know that you are the one. Thanks again for joining me. When you feel ready, then, of course, slowly return to the sense of time and space and be grateful for that. Don't feel it's somehow lesser than the communing with the infinite within us. We are here for the most amazing of reasons. Let's love that and honor all parts of our life. Thanks again. I hope you have a wonderful week. I look forward to being with you again. Take care.